Huh. Interesting. Ownership and top holders. So here we have the company, Norfolk Southern, that is responsible for the chemical spill and the mismanagement of chemicals in Ohio. They're publicly traded. Their stock's only down 1.8%. Very surprised. So, if the news isn't covering this, if their stock price needs to be protected, then let's figure out who the top shareholders are. How does that sound? Well, fuck me. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Right in front of your faces. Right in front of your faces, you have the top holders of the companies that is responsible for the biggest chemical spill in the United States. You have the Vanguard Group and BlackRock. Wait, but there's more. Let's go to Yahoo Finance. And we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, we're like, it can't be, right? It can't be that you're in a situation where nobody's really out here, right, putting forth proper information, right? Nobody's out here dictating what is taking place. It's very much secretive, not a lot of information. And then all we have to do is look at who owns the media companies. So, I don't know. Maybe we go to Fox News. Do we start there? I wonder who's the top shareholder of Fox News. No wonder they're not talking about the chemical spills, because the same company, right, that owns the media owns the company that is responsible for the chemical spill. Very interesting. Look, they have a code of ethics. I wonder what this is. A message from our CEO. Get it done. Do what's right, LOL. Build connections or kill families and find a better way. The better way is to burn shit. Hey, because if you can't see it, it must not be there. Sounds a lot like fluoride. Anyways, let's continue. So this is all in real time with you guys. As you guys know, we're kind of just piecing this shit together. So here we have a video recap of the, like Kane Koa says, a toxic cocktail of deadly chemicals. All right, this is what's happening in real time.
A toxic cocktail of harmful and potentially deadly chemicals purposely being burned off by authorities. But why? Let's rewind. This all started with a train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, a town of nearly 5,000 people. 5 of the cars that derailed were carrying vinyl chloride, a dangerous chemical linked to multiple cancers. It's used to make a whole bunch of things, from car parts to PVC piping, but on its own, vinyl chloride can cause blisters, headaches, dizziness, and can be deadly if breathed in for too long. It's also unstable.
It can be deadly if breathed for too long. So here you're being told that vinyl chloride, the chemical that was incinerated around neighbors and around neighborhoods and around children, is known to be deadly. Interesting.
And at least one of the train cars was at risk of exploding and sending deadly shrapnel flying as far as a mile. And while that massive explosion didn't end up happening, many are wondering if the way authorities are going about mitigating the incident is the best course of action. To avoid a catastrophic explosion, officials conducted a controlled release of vinyl chloride a few days after the derailment.
That shit's crazy, dude. That shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. Like, these dudes just poisoned their own town.
Conducted a controlled release of vinyl chloride a few days after the derailment.
I love how they put controlled release in quotations.
They pierced the train cars so the vinyl chloride could drain into a trench and burn. It resulted in this. Authorities said that the controlled burn would release hydrogen chloride and phosgene into the air. Yes, as in World War I chemical weapon phosgene. So what does that mean for residents?
Holy shit, bro. Okay. Phosgene? The fuck is that? I don't know. That's crazy, dude. This is the shit that was released into the air. Phosgene, which was used for World War One. What the fuck? Schedule 3. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, so the CWC, which I guess is it's a convention, it's a chemical weapons convention. I'm assuming it's a group of countries that get together to say, hey, like this shit is banned. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm assuming it has something to do with this. And one of their substances known as a Schedule 3, which I guess it has to do with the ranking of toxicity. It's a chemical warfare agent. This is crazy, guys, honestly. I don't know. I'm looking at this in real time. Some people are like, oh, Wikipedia. Dude, in Wikipedia, you can still get basic information, right? On Wikipedia, you can still get basic information because all you have to do is literally go to the bottom and you can start looking into the references, which I'm not going to do in real time for you because you're a dork, which is your job. Your job's to do your own research. But the point is, it's still very much relevant. Okay, so whether you look at it here, what? You probably got jabbed, so this might be a credible website for you. But phosgene is another chemical that was released into the air. Okay, so watery eyes, blurred vision, exactly what people are literally talking about happening to them. That's what's taking place. This guy out here on TikTok's talking about it. You guys can probably look into it. It's quite a little bit of a long video. The Wisconsin Department of Health, exposure to vinyl chloride can affect a person's liver, kidneys, lungs, spleen, nervous system, and blood. Okay, so it's known to be super deadly. And it's telling you people exposed to levels of 1 million. They have an increased risk of wow. And this shit's literally raining on people. And it's supposed to be 1 parts per million, which is less than a raindrop. And this shit's literally raining on people. But anyways, the vinyl chloride burn occurred near the Ohio River. Phenomenal. So as you guys know, condensation. Then you go into rain. That rain falls into the rivers. And shit is just a cocktail of chemicals. Crazy. The EPA sent a letter to the rail company stating that the ethylene glycol, blah, 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 these were also other chemicals that were on the rail car. We basically nuked the town with chemicals so we could get a railroad open. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. People are talking about dead fishes.
But I think it's important for people to see the dead fish.
Like, that shit ain't normal, dude.
I'm gonna walk under the bridge here above and show you. Coming right up.
Like, that shit is not normal.
Another fish. There's hundreds of them up here in this area across here. Hundreds. Another fish. But you can see.
All right, so dead fish in Leslie Run coming out of East Palestine, Ohio. So I'm guessing that's somewhere near the city. Let's see what people are saying here.
Some even dying. First News has been hearing all of your calls about your animals suffering and getting sick, some even dying. And it's not just causing problems for the animals, it's also causing problems for their owners as well. Taylor Holzer and his family run Parker Dairy. It's just outside East Palestine's original evacuation zone. Taylor is an ODNR registered fox keeper. A couple of his foxes broke their legs trying to run after the initial derailment. One of his foxes even died.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down. And
shit's crazy, dude.
He had liquid diarrhea and just went very fast.
Taylor tells me all of his foxes have been sick and acting different since the weekend. Some have abnormally puffy faces, including the one he's holding. He says they are not eating properly. Many are dealing with stomach issues and are acting lethargic.
This isn't how a fox should act. He's very weak, limp. His eyes are very watery and weepy.
Some of the foxes are pacing rapidly in their pen.
If you look at animals that pace back and forth in their pens, that usually means that they're going crazy, right? They're cooped up, they're going fucking crazy. Wild, dude. If you guys, if you, I don't know about you guys. I'm looking into this. All this shit, some of it is very brand new to me. I have no idea about trains, chemical spills, or anything. All I know is the news ain't telling us shit. And the same company that owns, right? The company that is responsible for the spill, the railway company, they own the media and they own the social media handles. So when I go to trending on Twitter and I don't see East Palestine trending, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It's all very controlled. It seems very interesting. Anyways, so Chernobyl, Ohio. Oh, did you guys see the crazy one? This is a crazy one. Have you guys seen this? In 2022, Netflix releases a movie titled White Noise. And this is a movie about a train derailment in East Palestine that causes a massive Chernobyl-like experience. This is not a joke. You can literally go right now on Netflix and look at this. Go on Netflix right now. Type this shit, White Noise. This is a movie that came out last year about the same thing that just happened in the same city under the same conditions. And then on one side, you have to look at who's the founder of Netflix. And you see that the creator of Netflix, his last name is Bernay. He's related to the father of propaganda, which is the guy that pushed cigarettes, the guy that pushed fluoridation, the guy that pushed breakfast as a dietary necessity. That scammer is related to the founder of Netflix, and Netflix decides to publish a few months before the big chemical spill in Ohio, they decide to release a movie called White Noise. This shit is crazy. And whatever you say, these are the facts, right? So I don't care whether you voted for this person, that person, whether you identify as this, as that, whether you like me, you don't like me, these are the facts, right? And some people will look at the facts and they are so blind and their cognitive dissonance is so ingrained that they will look at the facts and believe that it's just lucky. It's just coincidental. But it's not. Very much not that case. So look into this movie because this shit is actually taking place. Oh, should we watch the trailer? Should we watch the trailer, ladies?